So this saw's a Sachs Dolmair. It's been with me for, I don't know, 30, 35 years I reckon. Been sitting in the shed for a while. I haven't been able to use it because I broke the bar stud. And that's the bar stud there. I broke it and I couldn't find one. Can't buy one. This saw's made in Germany. They're pretty popular back in the day. So that's the bar stud there. So where it goes into the housing, it's got a little washer. Not a washer, it's got a collar on it. You can see it. You can see the collar there, and that countersinks into there. I couldn't get the stud. It's thinner on this side than it is that side, but the stud from a Stihl is the same size internally into the saw, except it's longer than the Sachs one. When you look at where that joint is, where that collar is, but that didn't really matter too much. But anyway, I had to drill out the outer casing, and when I put this Stihl stud in, it doesn't fit this collar here. This collar's too fat, and it doesn't fit into there. So I went to the local engineering shop, and they turned it down for me. So if you look at those collars now, they turned it down, the diameter and the thickness, and I got them to just cut a quarter or 3/8 off the length. Now that fits all the way home. So you see that goes in there. And the problem with it, when it was sticking out too far, I couldn't get the chain guard on. So now I've just got to tighten up these nuts and send them home, and then put a little bracket on here, which I've got, and I'll tighten them now off camera, and then I'll come back to you. So I've got that back together. This is the bar off the Stihl. So if I put that on the Stihl studs, that fits no problem. But when I go to put the other bar on, this bar which is off it, you see there it's not big enough. So again, if we come back into here, see how this goes. There's trying to do this one hand is not easy. But anyway, you can get a look there. So I've got to carve that out of there. So I think I'll chuck it in the vise, line them up. I'll put the die grinder in there, and I should be able to pull that out of that bar off the Dolmair, and that should fit. If it doesn't, then the alternative is I just go and buy another Stihl bar, but I don't particularly want to buy a bar. This one's all right still, so I don't particularly want to buy a bar. So we'll see if we can carve this out with the die grinder. If we can shave some of it out with the die grinder, then the job will be done. So I'll set up on the tripod in a minute and show you where we're at. Now ready to go. One or two things are going to happen here. It's either going to work, or you're going to say that bloke's a genius, or it's not. You're going to say that bloke's a dickhead, and I'll go and buy another bar. Well, it's pulling it out all right. I just had a fitting popped off, so I'll fix that. So the bar's softer than what I thought it was, so I'll just keep going. carb a bit out of there. Yeah, so that's a bird. I just tied it up a little bit with a file. That goes on there, goes on the oiler, fits on, comes on and off. That's all we need. So I'll square that up a bit, and probably didn't need to take this out of here. I was only copying what the Stihl done. Not going to hurt it though. So yeah, I'll tidy that up with the file and chuck a chain on it and see how it goes. Well, this should drill all right. It's only aluminium housing. See how it goes. Yeah, straight through. Well, we're on the journey now. Let's see how the Stihl goes in. Yeah. Need to bring her up a size, I think. Chuck the next size drill bit in. See how this goes. There we go now. Bird, it's in. Beautiful. So, we'll just clean that off. There's another little plate here. That little plate there, I've got to give that a bit of a clean off too. So, because that goes, that's like a little chain guard, goes on there. So, that goes, yeah, that goes on there like that. And the studs go through it, so I need to open that up as well. So I'll give that a drill. That'll be a bit tougher, that, because that's a bit of spring steel, that shit. So we'll see how that goes. Like a fucking thing. You got me then. Yeah, it's hard shit to drill. Just not drilling. That one's alright. Well, there won't go. Fuck, it's determined to get me, this bloody thing. Second. So there we go now. I reckon I might chuck that in the vise before I end up cutting my finger off. Well, I got that drilled out, but it's got a bloody bit of a burr on it, so you just get the grinder and clean that up. A bit broke off the back of it. Need to find that bit. So This part snapped off here, so I think I better buddy, I think I'll get some bronze and bronze that back on. I won't be able to do it now. I have to go up the street, get some bronze because I haven't got any. Clean them burrs off there. Yeah, that's the trouble with these sort of saws. Good saw, you know, when I bought it, probably 35 years or so ago, they're real good, but now when you need parts, you can't get them. So, I think hopefully I don't buy anything else, but if I buy another saw, I think I'll just buy a Stihl or something that you know you can always get parts for. I'm trying hard not to buy another saw. Yeah, I'll give that a clean up, so I'll go and that sucker goes on there. That's going to go on there, alright. This part goes they're going to go a little screw in it somewhere. Yep. So that ain't right. It's got to go that way. What's going on here? It goes like that. Alright, put the bar on. Bar's on. Get a fresh chain, put on it. Take a chain on here. Get in, you bastard. Beautiful. We'll get the we'll get the cover on it. It's on. Make a big Stihl nut on there. Adjust that chain up. Screwdriver. Can't see that, buddy. Can't see that adjuster properly. Got it now. Did a bit tight. A bit slack. That's all right. That's all right, that's good. So what I've done, I've got a normal nut to put on the back one because the Stihl one is too big, and if I put that Stihl nut on there, I'll do it this way, if I put that big fat Stihl nut on there, it goes on there, then I didn't have enough, I couldn't get a socket in there to tighten it, so would have meant I would have had to die grind this section out of here to go and get that nut done up. But I'm hoping now that I can just get a normal socket in there and do that up. I don't know what size it is. Probably 9/16 by the look of it. I'll see if I can't find a socket that fits that. I'll get that little job done. So that's all right. That's just a 16mm socket. So when I'm up the street, I'll grab a 16mm socket so I can just throw it in the toolbox. And it doesn't come out of me good socket, so I just buy a cheap shit thing at Bunnings. Anyway, that's a goer. So when I do another one later, I'll show you this saw in action. It's a beautiful saw. They're made in Germany. I think they might have been connected somehow to Makita, and the only problem is it's the same as that bloody Mac. They're professional saws, 30 odd years ago, and now, you just can't get parts for them. So fortunately the sprocket's sort of available on a lot of different saws. So there's plenty of sprockets around. You can pick a sprocket up, and I have replaced the sprocket in this saw a couple of years ago. It's pretty dirty and it's a bit crappy, but it's been sitting out in the shed for about 18 months because I haven't been able to use it because I haven't got off my arse and fixed it. I did try to get those bolts, but I couldn't get them. So anyway, so that all seems to be working well. Bar's nice and tight. I think it's going to be a bird. So I'll just chuck a fresh chain on this other thing here, this Stihl, while I'm at it. Only because that chain that just come off it, it's cut a couple ton of wood, so I'm pretty happy. I'll just give you a quick little look at the this sprocket on the Stihl. So while we're at it, so there's the sprocket. You can see it's got some wear, and maybe next time I'm up at Jono and Jono, I'll get a new sprocket to put on this. The Stihl ones are a bit different. I haven't changed this one. To change the Stihl sprocket, you just take a circlip off there, and that sprocket then comes off. And the clutch and everything is built in. It seems to be in the back, or it's built into the handle, whereas on these other saws it's built into the guard. So yeah, as I said, next time I'm up there I'll pick a sprocket up, put on that. They're not there. What I like about the Stihls too is the chain adjuster is on the front and not down on the bloody, it's on the side, not down on the front where you can't fucking get at it. So anyway, we'll chuck a fresh chain on this, give it a bit of a tidy up, and it'll be ready for next time I want to use it. So I'm going to go to Ballarat tomorrow. I noticed the sprocket on my old Stihl's looking a bit sad, so I I think I'll, it's not bad, you get a heap more out of it, but I'm going there anyway, so I might as well take this sprocket off. I haven't done one of these Stihls before, it's a bit different than what you've seen me do previously. So I think they're a different clutch setup on them. So it's on the outside. So I think it's just a matter of backing the chain off. Backing the chain off, take the chain and the bar off, and then looks like there's a circlip. I'll zoom in a bit if I can. It's a little circlip on here. So see if I can't pop that off without losing it. I'll just grab a smaller screwdriver. So yeah, I popped that little circlip off somehow or other. Well, that's off. Didn't fly across the shed. Take the little washer off, and then somehow or other work out why this sprocket doesn't want to come off. I don't think there's a reason why that won't come off. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it won't come off. But having a better look at that sprocket now. Looks alright, that sprocket. I don't think you're going to bother replacing it. There's the little bearing. You see it. There's a little bearing that come out there. That's a little bit dry. And then the sprocket. I don't know what's holding the sprocket on. Yeah, the sprocket's off. So there's the sprocket. So where are we? Sprocket, where are you? So there's the sprocket. That sprocket looks alright. I'm not even going to bother with that. I'll not focusing. So yeah, there's the sprocket. There's bugger all wear on that. There's a couple of little grooves in it. I'm not even going to bother about it. I'm just going to put it back together. So I'll whack a little bit of oil. I'll whack a little bit of CRC on that little bearing. Put that back on, and yeah, off we go. So whack that sprocket back on. That's going all right. Yeah, that's all right. That sprocket's spinning like a bird. Just put this little circlip back on. Little screwdriver in there. Probably. The fucking thing went flying across the shed. I heard it land over there behind me. It's always going to be a problem, isn't it? Can't believe it. It's gone flying across the yard. So it should have that washer on there anyway, which I didn't put on. So I'll find that little circlip. I'll take that little washer with me tomorrow, and if I don't find that little circlip, I'll be able to buy one tomorrow. So I heard it ping across on the ground there, so pain in the arse. I was worried about it flying off when I was taking it off, not putting it back on. Anyway, I'll get this phone and get back to you. Well, I found that little C-clip that shot out before. That's it there. So that's back on. So this saw can go back together now. There's a little sucker there. I thought I would have lost it taking it off, not putting it back on. But anyway, I'm not replacing that sprocket. It's all right. It'll see me out. So anyway, I'll chuck this chain back on, and then I've got a little surprise for you all. Well, there you have the whole fleet of chainsaws. There used to be another one, but it was in the back of the old Land Cruiser when it got knocked off, so I never got that saw back, but I got that car back. There's the car there. There'll be another story for another time when I get some time to do a bit more work on it. But yeah, there's the three of them, all three good saws. So good now. I'll take the two big ones out, so the chain gets blunt, I just swap saws. But I prefer the Sachs or the Dolmair because it's lighter than the Stihl and it's easy to start. Stihl's all right to start once it's going, but until it gets going, it's a bastard of a thing. So anyway, we've got three saws, three sharp chains, and be able to get out there in that big tree and go crazy. So check out this red gum slab. It's 4.5 metres long, it's 1 metre wide, 75mm thick. I've got this going to be a bar top, and this is an upcoming project. It's a beast, weighs a ton. I don't know how I'm going to straighten it. It's pretty straight, looks pretty good. I might have to, if I do it here, I'll have to get a block and tackle up there and lift it off. It needs to be cut down. I'll cut down off that edge there. I'll need to cut probably 400 off it. I'm even got to be curving this edge, but anyway, we'll see what happens. So anyway, you won't see this project for a couple of months. It's it's early July. At the end of this month, I'm pissing off up to golf for a few weeks, chasing barrow with a couple of my mates. So probably the next thing you'll see will be the road trip to Karumba. So anyway, hang in there and hopefully we'll get some better content for you coming up soon.